I've heard a couple of different versions of what trading is about, but Carina landed the best one I've ever heard. So I'm going to open up the door as far as I can, and if you can land the rest, then okay. So this is just a thing with money in it. Now, what does currency represent? It's an exchange. You go somewhere and you exchange your time and your energy for paper currency, for fiat currency. And each time you do something for someone and they pay you, you've exchanged energy and time. That's basically what we have as a physical body to give. You can give your arm, but then you give also time and energy, because it took time and energy to grow this arm out of your body. So those are the basic elements of what fiat currency represents. So now Carina goes and she lands this awesome revelation on what trading is about. And she meditated on a lot of things, spent so much face time with Papa, and then she comes and she releases this revelation. And I go, wow, I want to have a part, I want to have a share in that revelation. She put time and energy in that revelation. But I want to buy from the seed that she is sowing now, because I know I want that seed in my garden. And then I come and I put my energy and my time in as honoring principle, as an exchange for the seed that she is sowing. But now the one thing slips in. Don't make it a religious trading system. Don't just come to the front when everybody is trading and it sounds like a good trade, come and throw your money in the bucket. If that is something that you want to cultivate in your life, you buy the seed for that. You don't buy seed for kelp that grows in the ocean and you live in the Karoo. That would be pointless. That would be a waste of your energy and your time. So you go before the Father and you say, I want to trade into what you've put into that person's life. I want to put my time and energy in there, but I want to be a good steward as well. I want to be wise. I'm going to buy seed that is relevant for where I am in my life and which I know I can mature. Because if you just buy a bunch of seed and you can never mature them and they grow halfway and they just die, or you just abort, then it's pointless. Then you are wasting your time and your energy. So that for me was what was, and it opened up my eyes to not religiously just trade. When everybody that I think is a good father or cool, if you want to put it that way, in your mind, and they go trade, you want to go trade because you want what is in their life. Your journey is different from their journey. Trade according to your scroll, to what Papa has got for you. And be honored, honor that, what He's got for you, by honoring what you buy and don't buy, what you trade into and don't trade into. This is a very valuable system. It looks like we're just putting our money in a bucket, like the old system. It's a taking up an offering. This is not taking up an offering. You can give an offering to God. This is saying, I am putting my time and my money into what God is releasing in this time, in this place. So it's a very valuable thing. And it's about putting your money where your mouth is, in another way to say it. So.
Thanks, Francois. Thanks, Francois Botha. Okay, so, you know, when you give money to a person that is financially struggling, how you start to feel a relationship or a responsibility towards that person. So that is what happens with trading. You trade into that person's life, you start to feel, there's a relationship, something happens between you and that person. There's a bit of a relationship forming and you start to feel responsibility for that person. And that's just how any other trade works. We used to go to conferences, and when any speaker speaks, there's like 20 things that's amazing and it's awesome, and we just chuck money at them, which is awesome. But God said to me, what are you stewarding? You are buying all of this revelation. You don't have time to go and take 1 to 10 and steward 1 to 10 to your best of your abilities. Choose one, trade into that one, and grow that, because that's your responsibility. That's your relationship with that concept or whatever you are trading into. Steward that one. It doesn't help that And we've done it a lot, and we've done it often. It's like there's so much revelation out there, and we're so hungry. We want everything. We just want to trade into it, and it magically becomes part of our lives. But it doesn't. It takes work. It takes a bit of effort to have that revelation manifest in your life. So trade that which you really think you can steward. Otherwise, it's a waste. Otherwise, it's like planting 200 trees and you can only actually eat one tree, the fruit of one tree. What about all the rest? It goes rot. So use that one thing that you know you can steward, that you are hungry for. Steward that thing to the best of your ability. When it manifests, go on to the next thing. Don't be gluttonous, and it actually fits out well with the fasting thing. Don't be gluttonous. Choose the thing that you can steward until it manifests.